never felt touched by church sermons. I was never inspired by the good word or by the ramblings of the preacher at the altar. I always thought maybe I was missing something. When my family and friends spoke of their love for God and their eyes shone with wonder and awe, I wanted to believe. I wanted to see the way they saw their faith, and the way they felt when they read the Bible. I tried to match their enthusiasm, to read the book, to look upon the cross with that same reverence. My passion was hollow, and it showed. I couldn't read past Genesis before becoming bored, and where most saw a symbol, I saw a wooden cross, a slab of wood fixed to another, a book of drawn-out words with silly sentence structure, an excitement for what felt like a wasted Sunday morning. My church wasn't a bad church, and my friends who kept their faith on their sleeves weren't bad friends. We shared other interests. They didn't make me feel out of place for my lack of faith, but it was such a huge part of their life that I felt I couldn't be a part of. I went to their youth groups silently. I sat through their Sunday school classes, trying not to doze off. I went on their retreats and their trips, feeling uncomfortable and ashamed that I couldn't relate to them. Until I discovered a church that made sense to me. A religion that spoke to my heart, something that I put my faith in, with every fiber of my being, every iota of my heart and soul, devotion in the truest sense to this. My church was dingy and dirty. Wine wasn't the holy blood of Christ, or those who attended weren't in their Sunday best. It wasn't held on Sundays, or at least not exclusively. And the service was not free, although it was cheap and well worth it. My church felt like home. It felt like I belonged to something otherworldly, something beautiful and exciting. I looked upon my church and felt a sense of purpose that before I'd only seen in the faces of the devoted, in the eyes of my friends and family. But those eyes always seemed clouded, glazed in complacency, tired and mesmerized, asleep at the wheel while Jesus took hold and drove them to obedience as we sung the hymns and the church songs, boring, tone-deaf with no respect for the art. My church was exciting and full of life. People gazed at the sermons with fervor, with a vigor for life and excitement. It was never felt at the other church. It was engaging and invigorating. It was exceptional and amazing. I learned so much at my church. I learned to value things like art and music. Learned how important expression was. How you could bare your soul through things that weren't strictly in reverence to God. You could value things separate from religion. I learned about other perspectives, life lessons, contradicting opinions. I learned to grow as a person, to put my faith in myself instead of to a God that I never really believed in. My church will never be a glorious stone building persisting through time, standing tall and imposing, cold and sterile. My church, however, will welcome anyone willing to have an open mind and an open heart, and accept anyone who sees the beauty in it.